Hey folks, this is Dave Smith at Correctional Officer Lifestyle. I'm coming to you today with a small video. I'm actually going to start kind of a new video series. Things that I've seen, things that I've done, and things that have affected me. So first off, I just want to go on ahead and say this is something that most likely every correctional officer in the history of correctional officers has experienced. And that is the first time you realize that you're responsible for things that go on in the prison. That was a harrowing experience for me. I went to the academy with 34 people, and I didn't go through an FDOC academy because, quite frankly, they didn't exist back then. I went through George Stone Vocational Technical College, and that's where I got my degree from. So they took us to Bairdale Forestry Camp on a tour, let us eat a meal with the inmate population, and it was it was okay. Then they took us on a tour of the work camp, and finally they took us on a tour of the main unit at Century Correctional Institution, where I've spent the past 31 years. And we had a correctional officer escorting us around. Oddly enough, that correctional officer that escorted my tour group around was retired Region 4 Director Mike Morgan. He was the one that escorted us around. Also happened to be a classmate of mine when I was in high school. So we'd met. And I understood that it was his job to take care of us while we were in there. It was his job to take care of us, and he did a real good job. He walked us around. It was no animosity shown towards him by the inmate population, no animosity shown towards us by the inmate population. It was a tour. He showed us the different kinds of dormitories that we would encounter. He showed us the different kinds of people that we would encounter, inmates and staff. And it was just a really good tour. The tour of Bairdale was a really good tour. The tour of the work camp was a really good tour. When I showed up as a correctional officer, I first went into 2 weeks of orientation training. Didn't see the compound for a little while. When I got done my 2 weeks of orientation training, I went to a week of in-service training. Didn't see the compound for a little while. The first day that I spent on the compound, I'm walking down to my post. My post that day was Bravo Dorm. I distinctly remember it. I had a sergeant and an officer with me. My post was Bravo Dorm. And when I walked down there, realization hit me that it's no longer somebody else's responsibility to act. If something pops off, if something happens, it is my responsibility to act. That was a harrowing experience for me. Looking back on it, I probably would have, in today's correctional officer, Captain Smith would have probably told that person, don't worry about it. You're fine. You'll have backup. You'll have enough support. Nobody's going to leave you hanging by yourself. You'll be fine. But in my mind that day, my first day on the compound, it was almost overwhelming to think, it's on me. I have to act. I have to do this. It's my responsibility. And that was a very harrowing experience. And it's one that I'll carry with me through the rest of my life, because I grew up more in that 5 minutes than I had in the 24 years prior to that. That realization that you are it. You are the person. You are the man. You have to take care of this. Aged me 24 years. Better than the 24 years of life had done prior to that. So let me know what you guys, let me know, when did it first hit you? When did it first hit you guys that you were the dude, you were the one, you were the lady, you were the man, you were the guy, the person that had to take care of things? And how did it affect you? All right. That's all I got for this video, folks. Always remember, there's no place for domestic violence in the world. If you are the victim of a domestic violence situation, or you know the victim of a domestic violence situation, 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-7233. That is a domestic violence hotline. The people at the other end of that conversation, in a phone call, have the tools, abilities, resources, and are willing to help the victims of domestic violence. If you know the aggressor in a domestic violence situation, please say something to somebody. Remember that the worst thing you can do is nothing. And if you are the aggressor in a domestic violence situation, remember that there's help for you too. Number one, admit that you need that help. Number two, ask for it. Always remember, it doesn't come without consequences, but you'll get the help you need. This is David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. You want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notification when I post new videos, and hit me with some comments, people. Let me know about your first harrowing experience inside the facility you work at. It's David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. See you in the next video.